Hey there, it's me, Kelley Rosano here, and I wanted to let you know that my free workshop series, No Credit Card Needed, is about to launch January 30th. If you want to build a business you love and make great money too, or double the biz you have, upgrade your money mindset, clear your money blocks, radically transform your relationship with money, and so much more, then sign up in the Show More section below. Click on the audaciousabundance.com link, and when you sign up, you'll receive your Wealthy Biz Goddess Action Guide. And there's an awesome 12-month prosperity roadmap exercise that can help you build a business plan and manifest the prosperity you want over the next year. You're going to love this, and I know in my heart that this workshop series is going to help a lot of people. So join me, and I'll see you on the inside. Hey Libra, welcome to February 2019. Now fate is giving you the opportunity to step in the right direction here in February. I mean, we're in such powerful times, and I talked about last month in January how you're setting the foundation for the next 20 years of your life this year in 2019. Particularly these first 4 months have tremendous foundational importance in your life. And your avatar Venus enters Capricorn on the 3rd. And with Venus in Capricorn, this is a time where the universe really wants for you to evaluate all of your relationships. And not just who you're with, but personal relationships, business relationships, friendships, family relationships, colleagues, customers, clients, patients, people in your life. And in each relationship, the universe wants for you to ask yourself, what purpose does this relationship actually serve in my life? So there's this big shakeup happening with you this month where pleasing everybody all the time is going to blow up. And that's because Venus has entered Capricorn, and she is going to merge with Saturn. Saturn is doling out the karma. Saturn is the Lord of Karma in our charts, in our birth charts, in any chart. Wherever Saturn is, that's where the karma is for all of us. And so Venus is hooking up with Saturn, then she's going to hook up with Pluto. Pluto destroys, breaks down, and rebuilds things. So this is very significant. And before she even gets to Saturn, in January and the beginning of this month of February, she is with Jupiter and Neptune. And so she's with Jupiter and Neptune, and that's very delusional. It's very whimsical and, fairy tale and high hopes, having all this high hopes kind of feeling. And then as she approaches Saturn and Pluto, which will come exactly at the Virgo full moon on the 19th, that's when it's like wake up time. So we go from this, oh, everything's beautiful, and oh, what a lovely dream I'm having, and what this is such a great relationship, or oh, this is just excellent. And then Venus meets Saturn, and Saturn is saying to all of us, we need to clean out what no longer serves us. We need to really get real with what we're doing. And for you, it's about family, it's about personal relationships. It can absolutely be about career relationships as well. But Venus is in the area of your foundation. And so with Venus in the area of your foundation, this is a time where you are being asked to take off the rose-colored glasses that Neptune in January presented. We all had the rose-colored glasses on with Venus in Sagittarius, meeting with Jupiter and being challenged by Neptune. And now, not only are the glasses off, but we are so much in reality that it's stark. The reality is stark. And, I know you don't like conflict. I don't like conflict. But sometimes we have to take a stand. And we have to stand for what's right for yourself. And that's what it's about in February here with you is it's about being kind to you, loving you, putting you first, and really looking at what you need and want to be happy with yourself, the relationship you're having with self, and the relationship you're having with others. So it is a really big time for you. Now, February 2nd is Groundhog's Day. Yay! 6 weeks till spring. Yay! Can't come fast enough. And then you have the fabulous Aquarius new moon on the 4th. You're going to like this new moon. In fact, it's interesting how you're going through this purging this month with Venus and Saturn and Pluto. And yet, the opposite sex is very attracted to you. So for some of you, you could feel like your sex life is just sizzling, sizzling. And that is sizzling at the Aquarius new moon, but it's on during the month. And, that's awesome that you're getting so much attention from the opposite sex. Can be a distraction, but a fun distraction. And why not have some fun? It lightens things up, and it keeps us smiling and giggling and laughing. And that's always positive energy. It raises your vibration, and that's what we're supposed to be doing. And so I really like this Aquarius new moon. However, there is this sense of urgency here in February. All the planets are direct this month. And the universe is saying, hey, this is a time to, take action. This is a call to action. Mars is coupled with Uranus. And here's something else too. Mars is coupled with Uranus in Aries in the area of relationships for you. Now, you've been going through a massive transformation in the area of relationships since 2010. And you want to think about, how have you reinvented yourself in these last 8-9 years? How have you moved more into freedom and independence? Now, for some of you, there could be some sort of shakeout that happens this month with you in your partnerships. That could go exact February 10th through the 12th, where you just walk out of the relationship, or you just get up and you go, you know what? I know we've been together a long time, but I gotta go. Or the partner does it, where the partner comes in and says, I need to move on. I need a change. I need something different. There is definitely a change coming for you in the area of relationships that can be sudden and abrupt. And that's because Uranus is right at the end. It's at 29 degrees Aries. Aries rules the area of relationships for you. It's getting ready to go into Taurus, which will happen next month. March 6th, Uranus enters Taurus. And that's definitely going to take the heat off. But this is like the last hurrah before Uranus goes. There's something Uranus wants you to understand about relationships and about yourself. And that if you're doing the pleasing everybody, and I love Libras. I love when the moon is in Libra. I love when the sun is in Libra. I like that part of Libra. However, it doesn't always serve you, because if you're always pleasing people, you're not really checking in with yourself and like, well, what do I really want? If I'm just so like in my MO where I'm not rocking the boat, but I'm not really asking for what I want or need, I'm not being authentic. And Aries is all about being authentic. Mars is about your individuality. And yeah, it's moving through the area of relationships, but it's really blowing things up before it goes. And so if you are just doing the people-pleasing thing, it could blow up around the 10th through the 12th or any time in here this month. But particularly when it's exact is when I find that the action definitely takes place with the planets when they go exact. And that's the 10th through the 12th. So you want to be aware of that. But the higher purpose, what fate is moving all of us. Destiny is in here this month, big time. Saturn represents fate and destiny. It's the hand of karma. Now, we have free will choice. We can either move with what the universe is doing, or we can go kicking and screaming. Or we can reincarnate and get the same lesson again and again. I mean, that's what we all do. It's Groundhog's Day. We just keep reincarnating with the same lesson over and over and over. Or we can say, okay, I get it. I get it. I get what I need to do here. And I'm going to do it. And then when you do, everything opens up and the universe is working to support you. It's just that it's rough. I mean, with Saturn in Capricorn and Pluto in Capricorn, they're not easy. They are just brutal sometimes. Pluto can just break things down, break your body down, break a situation down, and then you have to come back from it. But there's a higher purpose that we're supposed to be doing something different. So be aware of that. Now, the Aquarius moon for you is beautiful. It is in positive energy flow with Jupiter, and it's in the fun part of your chart. It's in the area of romance and true love, creative self-expression. So this is the time to be really creative, have fun, definitely be sociable, but don't walk away from yourself. Be very in tune with what's real for you, what's true for you. And that's a good way to meet new people too, because if you're being authentic, then someone is going to come in who's right for you because you're aligned with yourself. And then the person that comes in, it's like, whoa, we're aligned. We're perfect for each other. And bam, you're off to the races, which is fantastic. We have the Lunar New Year, the Chinese New Year on the 5th. It's the year of the pig. I don't know what any of that means, but it's based on the day of your birth and the year of your birth. I just know I am the dog in Chinese astrology. And then Mercury enters Pisces on the 10th, and this is significant because Mercury will be in Pisces for 9 weeks. He'll be in Pisces until April 17th because next month he retrogrades. He's the first planet to retrograde this year, and that'll happen in March. And so he's going to be in Pisces for quite some time. That brings the focus to your work, your lifestyle, your health habits, how you take care of yourself. Kind of wishy-washy in there. Mercury is a very intellectual. I mean, he can do anything because he travels all the realms, but he does, rule Gemini and Virgo, and both of them are very rational, cerebral signs. Pisces is an emotional sign. It's a water sign. It's about creativity and spirituality. So it's going to be an interesting dynamic having him retrograde in that area too. Now Mars enters Taurus on the 14th. Yay! This is good. Having Mars move on into another part of your life that isn't so, head on towards you, opposing you. And then you have Valentine's Day on the 14th. Happy Valentine's Day. Chiron enters Aries on the 18th. Now that is going to bring awareness in the area of relationships. And it's kind of good in a way because it's going to make you acutely aware of what's going on with you and what's going on with others in your life. And this is a really big relationship month for you. And then the Sun enters Pisces on the 18th. And then you have the Virgo full moon on the 19th. Now, I like both these moons this month. You have Jupiter sextile, the Sun, the Moon, and Mercury at the Aquarius new moon. And then you have Mars trining positive energy flow with the moon in Virgo and sextile, the Sun in Pisces. And Uranus is also doing it in harmony with the moon, in harmony with the sun. Even though it's out of sign, it's almost, right at the end, 29 degrees, 25 minutes, Aries. So it's getting ready to jump in. And so even though it's out of sign, it is in harmony with the moon. This moon is another action moon. Both of these are, a call to action, a sense of urgency. And here's the karma. Venus is exactly coupled with Saturn at the time of the full moon. So that is going to bring, tremendous awareness to your life about these long-term relationships and what needs to change in these. For some of you, you're going to be really surprised that you've been in this really long-term relationship and all of a sudden it's a different game. It's a different dynamic happening. it's the hand of God. It's fate. It's destiny. So it's not about blaming yourself or doing something differently. You know, I have great law of detachment. If you go to my website and just hit the search button, just put in the law of detachment, and you'll get the formula for what happens in relationships and how the best way to manage it. So destiny is at hand here this month, especially at the Virgo full moon, because your avatar Venus is sitting right next to Saturn, and she's like this messenger. First she was over there with Jupiter and Neptune, and you know, they were telling her about being optimistic and dream and be spiritual. Now she's over there with Saturn, and he's like, get real. Stop chasing fantasies. Stop pleasing everybody. Really look at your relationships and what is real between you and the other person. And again, it's not just, the partner. It's all relationships that are being asked to be evaluated. And, particularly family relationships, because she's right in there between Saturn and Pluto in the area of your foundation, your home life, your personal life. However, the Virgo moon is in the area of behind the scenes, and the sun in Pisces brings the focus to the area of work. So there can be some work themes in here too, like relationships at work that aren't working. And the most important thing you can do is to be practical about it and be grounded about it. Just own your part in it. You're not responsible for the behavior of others. You have no control over their behavior. The only thing we can control is our own behavior, and even that's a handful at times. It's like, wow. And so, remind yourself of that. Whatever these new moon, full moon energies are showing you, be aware of where your power is and how you can use that power to achieve what you want and be moving in the right direction, because it's like fate is giving you the opportunity to step in the right direction, but it's asking for you to be true to yourself and to literally take control of your life. This is about being in charge, being a leader, not being a follower, not just going along, but really stepping up and leading in your life and letting others follow you. And then you're going to find that things are falling into place. And for some of you, you're getting a promotion this month too. There can be some sort of sudden promotion, and where you are being asked to lead. And if you step into it, then it's going to really work out. And others, you might be having like these life-changing meetings where you're getting with a family member or someone at work, and you both are coming to that place of, we need to change the dynamic here of what we're doing. And that's healthy. And that's the important thing, is honoring what you need and what is true for you and what is right for you. And don't chase fantasy, because part of the challenge in here at this Virgo full moon, and Mercury is the ruler of Virgo, and it's being challenged by Jupiter, just like Venus was in January. And it creates this fantasy where we just want to go off into fantasy land. And, because sometimes reality can be harsh, and we just do a fantasy. The mind just goes into fantasy. And you don't want to chase fantasy. You want to absolutely let Venus be the businesswoman she is this month. She is in Capricorn. And that is the business of life, the business of money, the business of business. And she is with Saturn, then she's with Pluto. And that is about, leaving behind what no longer serves you. And it could be a move for some of you. You might be moving. You're moving out of a relationship. You're moving out of maybe your parents' house. You're moving on to go fulfill your destiny. And it's exciting. It is amazing. And with Saturn, it's also about using your resources wisely. Your time, your energy, your heart, your money, how you're using your resources. And it's important discoveries happening with you. Like, this is a time where you're really gonna, there's so much happening and awakening with you that it is exciting, especially if you're being true to yourself and really checking in with yourself. You're going to find that you're able to build something really strong now that can last for the next 20 years. You're able to build something that is going to take you further. Now, for those of you available for love, it is on. You are being activated. And the more true you are to yourself and authentic, you're going to find whoever you're bringing in is really right for you, because they're matching your authenticity, and that's what you want. You want the amazing relationship. And you're going to be like hot stuff in here, Libra. In February, your sex life is going to sizzle, and you're going to get a lot of attention from the opposite sex, which is awesome. For those of you coupled, you may be finding you're restructuring your relationship, that something's changing here, something is going in a new direction. Maybe it's you, maybe it's both of you, maybe you both come to that place of needing to make some changes, or at least restructuring the relationship, restructuring it in a way that reflects who you are now and what you need now and where the universe is encouraging you to go. I'm not seeing any challenges to the money. And, like I said, for some of you, there could be some sort of promotion in here with you this month, and especially if you're using your creativity, you could find that you're attracting more abundance because you're being more creative. And you're moving up in your career because you're being practical. You're asking for that raise. You're asking for the promotion. Be real with the higher ups too. This is about being real in all relationships and asking for what you want. Spiritually, especially at the Virgo full moon, make sure you're taking time for yourself. You're taking rest time. You're taking time. Me time is really important. And taking time to listen to Source so that you are really feeling empowered and dialed in. So thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. Thank you for liking, favoring, sharing, and Google Plus in my videos. Libra, you're rocking awesome. Thank you for subscribing. You totally rock. And if you haven't subscribed yet, please do. Helps to support the channel, and it lets you know when I upload. So until next time, Libra, go after what you want.